Now what?
So
Wow, does anyone know where Akira is?
Probably off eating the bugs.
I don't know who said that, but that's probably correct.
Did anyone else hear that?
Yes.
Nope.
I wasn't actually in the other adventures,
Yeah,
so
Solvarr is back at the bar, I guess.
this is all new to me.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. What do we want to do?
What?
Let's see. What do we want to do?
And K-Wald's our home base. Why can't we just, like, fast travel there?
Fast travel
Why
in this game?
Can't we use an escape rope?
You're not in a dungeon.
I was actually laying a rope the whole way between K-Wald and here. I just
Alright,
haven't mentioned it up till now because I didn't want to drag things out.
Yeah, let's send out our Abra and have him use teleport.
So hold on, we can do this. 50. We can get the coin for 50% rope, or wow, 50 foot of rope, and I can see the distance from K-Wald to Ingwick. I forgot what it was called.
Crixus had an escape rope the whole time.
So before we left, I bought miles upon miles of rope.
We're gonna just pull on it and then we'll all spin in place and then we'll wind up at the bar.
And then Solvarr walks in, and the rope is cut on his edge.
Yeah. then Solvarr walks in and we have to get out our ice heels.
Alright, yeah, pretty much. Alright, let's just start in K-Wald, make it simple.
Yeah, we walked back. We did leave Akira behind, but we walked back.
Are you going to the bar?
As we walk in, yes, we're walking into the bar. As we're walking into the bar, Zax is repeating his manual in the 7th language so far.
I see Solvarr, and I just kind of ask, so, I walk over, so, where'd you go?
You see Solvarr, and his armor is a little more tattered than usual, and he's got some dirt on him. And a lot more than usual, he's got a glare as he's holding his mug of ale. He looks up to you, and obviously the ale's frozen, considering what he's like. He looks up to you and he's like, "You don't want to know."
No, I genuinely do. That's why I asked, I was curious.
He whispers in your ear, they had to work as a pig farmer. It didn't work out.
You were
And
right.
then he just solemnly sits back down.
I just kind of walk away and mutter, you were right, I didn't want to know. Beer, please.
Yep, one beer.
Did you... you're right, I didn't want to know. Are you muttering that to yourself?
No, I shouted it out loud.
So Crixus, here's a question for you. What trophies are you currently carrying?
At the moment, the ones I had equipped from last time, so I guess the Elven Eye and the Bug Carapace, but on my inventory I've got them listed as not worn at the moment. If I wore all my trophies at once, I'd be over encumbered by quite a margin.
What's your character's name again, Neo?
ZAX 2112.
Okay.
We call him
That's
20.
going to be traumatizing to me at some point.
ZAX is now sitting next to Crixus, and he's now extolling his manual in Orcish.
I do actually turn to Solvarr and mention, oh, by the way, we got a robot.
He's never really seen one of these before, so he's a little unfamiliar. What's robots?
I don't know either.
ZAX turns right to Solvarr and begins the manual over again.
Oh no.
Starting from the first language.
It's at this point that Crixus picks up ZAX and puts him next to Solvarr at the same table and just walks away.
Solvarr is digging his fingers in... What are the tables wooden, by the way?
Plastic. Somehow.
Really?
No.
Austin, I'm asking you, are the tables in the bar wooden? Can I have some confirmation, please?
Austin needs to think about this.
Okay, fuck it. It doesn't
I
matter.
think
He's digging.
they are wood. He's just deciding on the type of wood. Let's say they're balsa.
Pine wood.
The bar is a nice teak, though.
What?
He's digging his. Oh my god. Fuck it, it doesn't matter. The question's stupid. He's digging his fingers into the table as he's getting very annoyed. Decides to just slam down his mug of ale. It shatters somehow.
Yeah,
Because it's all
the entirety
frozen.
of the bar just immediately turns and looks at you. And the dwarf behind there says, "Hey, don't do that."
ZAX is still extolling her manual.
Why-
You'd
Started
feel
out
the
with
same
that.
as me if you had to listen to this.
We have
Listen to
several
this in
times.
Okay.
It never stops.
I can actually recite the end user license agreement word for word, down to the punctuation marks at this point.
Crixus, get this thing away from me.
No.
I can't take my voice seriously. Okay, alright.
Just play
Carry-
along
carry
with it.
Alright, as ZAX reaches the end. That was the manual in English. Would you like to hear it again in another language?
No. No.
I am not familiar with that language.
Defaulting to English.
People can be Elven.
Going on to the second language down the list. Bonjour! And then he starts extolling his language, the manual in French.
Would this world technically have French?
It has Chris. It has room. We must
Making a
therefore
proclamation.
assume.
French is the language that Ricario got angry at.
I am making a proclamation. From here on out, hence it shall be known that halflings are French.
Wow, that's just rewrote.
The Braum's character.
Yeah.
I am now French. Bonjour.
Okay, as ZAX finishes, ZAX gets partway through the French manual before suddenly going silent.
I thought you were a gnome, not a halfling.
No, I'm a halfling.
Oh,
And then he
It
looks
was
at
Mandoc that was
Crixus.
halfling as well. And
ZAX
Mandoc
looks
is
at-
now French.
I would not
ZAX
wish that upon
looks-
anybody. I take it back.
I'm
ZAX
fine with
looks
it.
at Crixus and says, "Excuse me, sir. Is this, he points at Solvarr, a new master?"
One of them. You don't have to obey him, though.
Okay. ZAX gets up and just walks to the wall and stares at the wall,
I kind of
waiting for a command.
I kind of walk over to Solvarr and kind of forgetting that he's evil. I start telling him all of my problems related to ZAX as if he cares. So that's the new member of the team. He says he's a robot and as such doesn't have free will, so I'm trying to teach him how to have that. So I told him not to obey you if he didn't want to. He agrees with everything I say, but really, I actually kind of like that of people who do have free will as well. If you wanted to agree with everything I'd say, you can do that. I'd like it. I sip my ale.
I generally wouldn't.
Can you cool this down for me?
He leans his hand on his he leans his head on his hand and pokes his finger towards your mug, and it
Cheers.
cools off.
Cheers.
It's like the tip because
Mm.
if he grabbed it all, it would have froze your wrist as well.
That's oddly kind of you to do it that way.
Hey, Crixus, I seem
Yeah.
to require a refill on my crossbow bolts. May I go purchase some wares from the marketplace?
Yeah, you may.
I mean, he could kill. He could kill you, but it's not necessary to right now.
Alright, Zax leaves the bar abruptly to go purchase some bolts. Now, how much would those cost again? The bundle of 3?
Let's see.
Do I have to buy them in bundles of 3? Is this one of those marketplaces that only sells them in bundles of 3? I want to buy
Because I've
5.
got Chrome open, I don't have my Dungeon
I don't
World
see-
tab.
I don't see
All the stuff.
bolts. I just see arrows.
Crossbow, whatever.
It's a coin for 3 ammo.
For 3 arrow. Is that the same for bolts?
I'll just make that declaration.
Okay, cool. So, how many? 1 coin for what?
3 ammo.
1 coin. Oh, okie dokie. 1 coin, 3 ammo. Okay, I spend 2 coin, I guess, to get.
I also
6
have
ammo.
no money.
Although, I mean, I kind of was hoping for 5 because one of my bundle of I still have 1 left from my 2 bundles of 3.
Wait, how much? What's the weight on your crossbow bolts?
A bundle of bolts, which is a full bundle of bolts, 3 shots is 2 weight.
Okay, it'll be 2 coins then.
2 coins.
Yeah.
And I can. All right. Okay. I put in 2 coins, and then I just change this to bundle of bolts for 4 weight for 6 shots.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, you can pay 2 coins to a new one, and then like 1 coin to refill the old one.
Alrighty. There we go. Gotcha.
Yeah, you go up to the brothers who are running the blacksmith store, and they're like, "Hello, friend. What can we do for you?"
Yes, I need to refill my bundle of bolts. I came with 6 shots. I only have 1 shot right now. I need 5 shots if my math is correct. I believe it is.
But yeah, yeah, that sounds good. Right? Okay. We can sell you. Okay, listen to this. We can sell you 2.5 bundles of bolts for 2 coins if you will sign this paperwork. And they
Yes,
put out
sir.
like a big form.
Okay, ZAX signs all of it. Just lightning fast because that's what he does. He's a robot.
All right, great. We will be around to collect within a couple hours. Here you go. And
Okay,
he hands you a single bolt.
okay.
Gee, I sure hope that robot understands transactions, I say out loud to Solvarr.
For the benefit of this crew, I guess you should hope so.
Oh,
So I just got a 1 shot from them then.
Yeah, you literally just got 1 ammo.
Nice. I have 2 shots.
Solvar's in that sort of area where he's replying to you, but he really just doesn't care.
by the way, this is
Okay.
Braum. I think he's here.
This,
I am here.
Exactly.
Sorry, what was the name again?
Braum.
Braum.
He's the one who dragged us on the last adventure.
We got paid.
Yeah, I've got money now.
I'd shake your hand, but it would probably fall off.
Well, that's thoroughly unpleasant.
okay,
It's okay, you can
ZAX.
shake hands with my crystal gun.
ZAX barges into the bar and sits right down next to Crixus. And he looks at Crixus and says, "What's that word you once used? Gypped, I believe?
Gypped.
Gypped. I believe that just happened to me. I spent 2 coins, and I got this." He holds up the single bolt he purchased.
Crixus examines it. Yeah, you got gypped.
Okay. If only I could have done anything about that. Oh well.
You could have done something about it.
Could I have?
Yeah, you could have argued. You could have not signed paperwork shoved in your face, if that happened.
That was not within my parameters to do so.
I give you an order.
Yes?
Think for
I give you a
yourself.
hamburger.
I shall have to process this order.
Is it that you start making like a ratcheting sound when you
Yeah,
start processing?
He's just staring into the distance now.
Somehow I doubt that will work.
Order processed.
Oh,
Denied.
oh, that was impressive.
I can't see your character bio.
Alright, ZAX does,
Braum.
however, hand Crixus the paperwork he signed. The
Crixus,
paperwork he signed.
Oh no, they took it back after you
Oh, they
signed
took
it.
it back. Okay, never mind. Alright. Crixus just said, ZAX just says, "They told me to sign the paperwork, so I didn't read it, because I was not told to.
Huh. Uh-huh.
This must be why all my old masters used to accompany me to refill my shots.
They all died as well.
Eventually, yes.
Maybe I just lucked out. I'm gonna go buy a health potion.
Okie dokie.
How much are they?
What potions are like 50 coins?
I'll just buy one then. Chuck away 50 coins,
So-
get a health potion.
Sure.
I'll wait for you to be done.
Yeah, so you walk to the alchemist lady who you had previously helped before. What do you say to her?
I just kind of walk in, and currently I'm bleeding because I haven't actually healed since we left that other town. So that's all I do. I just walk in and announce, I'm bleeding.
She looks up to you and says, oh my, and then like runs up and starts bandaging you. She says, oh, what happened?
Bug people in
Bug
England.
people. Ingwick.
You ever been
Dangerous
there?
place.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
It's filled with crazy people in purple robes. And they
Yeah.
worship a giant worm.
Yeah, they do.
And
Strange folk out there.
they are. We solved an arson. Well, we didn't really solve it. In fact, we kind of fucked up repeatedly and often. But the problem solved itself, and we were there
Oh.
to kill some bugs.
Well, okay. Don't you guys usually fuck up often?
Every single time we've tried anything.
Fascinating. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No. I'm trying to teach a robot free will.
Fascinating.
This is my life.
So yeah, she hands you the health potion, and you get half your maximum back.
And then you turn around and Solvarr is right there behind
Well,
you.
I didn't drink it right away, but if you're saying I get half my maximum back...
Yeah.
Okay, so... 22 then. I'm back up tops. Yeah, okay, I'm done, so Goth can do his thing.
Actually, I'm not really behind him. But what I want to do is, so Solvarr is tired and he's annoyed that we're not making progress. So he gets up and he walks out of the bar, but you still see him anyway. He looks around a little bit. Is there like a bulletin board or maybe like a sort of board that people put on ads or news of stuff for work? Okay. Goes over to the nearest one and starts inspecting. And he's looking around at jobs maybe he could do now or in the future.
Well, there's one about someone's cow is missing. There's one about someone needs help carting a wheelbarrow full of radishes.
Is this my life now? I don't want these peasants' jobs.
Wait, didn't we help people with their cows recently? Who keeps fucking the town's cows?
So yeah, as you're mentioning this, you're complaining about these jobs. Someone like walks up to the board, looks at you, looks like quickly away, and then just posts it to the board and scurries off.
They're scared of me.
Yes.
And also I'm very
Ice King needed.
Ooh.
Yes. It reads,
Yeah.
Ice King need old fat man to roleplay in white blue robe for Adventure Time OC.
I didn't know TV was a thing in Itheka. And Cartoon Network specifically, too.
No, it's actually a strange kind of report saying someone has discovered an ancient civilization of like deep buried people in their home.
Am I allowed to like rip it off and keep the note of this?
Sure.
He pockets that. He holds onto it and sort of like slips it into his robe, just under his armor. Starts returning to the bar. Anything changed at all in the scene, or just the same old?
ZAX
Any-
is
a-
still
any-
looking at his bolts. His 2 bolts.
He looks around for Crixus.
Well, by now I'm probably walking back to the bar.
You'll wait.
Okay, I walk
Crixus-
back to the
Crixus
bar. You'll wait in narrative time. Okay, so I don't go straight back to the bar. I take a little stroll through town.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought, oh,
Yeah,
I
you're
think-
taking a stroll, you know.
Yeah.
You've been here a while. You know how things are. You've got like nice walking paths.
So I go on a little scenic route, past the old blacksmith, back around the alchemist shop, out on the outskirts of town to my cave.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have Solvarr be edgy. He's gonna like lean across the just next to the door of the bar. He's just gonna lean against it with his arms folded. The wall gets increasingly colder. It doesn't freeze over, but it's very, very cold.
Have you ever had the problem where you're leaning against something, it just freezes over and then you slip? Just
Actually,
fall?
that would be a thing. I think he would slip, but he's keeping his cool. He's balancing himself.
He
He's
is keeping his cool. Yeah. Doesn't have a choice.
Oh, damn it! Love that.
But
Yeah, he waits.
Yes, okay, I take my time. I take my sweet-ass time getting back to the bar. It's
Yeah.
at least 3 hours.
Yeah, I mean, you take your
The bar is closed.
you take your time and you're wandering around. Let's say you pass the blacksmith shop, and you
Works
notice that there's actually like a bodyguard. It's like standing outside of it. He's got his arms folded. He's in like black leathers.
Well, they've
He's
certainly improved since the last time Tom came, which I can't talk about because Braum never saw the blacksmith.
And he's looking, he's like scowling at people who walk past.
That's not good for business. Crixus just kind of walks up to him and starts examining him. The way tourists do to fucking anyone standing outside Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, he says, greetings, you've made it to the Two Brothers Smith and Emporium. They're inside.
Okay, I didn't doubt they were. I'm just wondering why you look so angry.
It's my job to be angry.
No, it's not. It's your job to make sure people don't wreck the place.
Wow, he just
No.
has resting bitch face.
It's actually just my job.
Your job is to be angry.
He nods.
I know a guy who can do it way better than you.
I'm sure he can. He should take my job. I'm tired of this shithole town.
I'll go fetch Solvarr.
Just a sec.
He refolds his arms, leans back on the, like wooden house.
But if you're tired of this place, you should leave.
Nah, I can't leave.
Oh. This is Crixus.
Okay,
Crixus starts
yeah.
bonding. There's a bit of bonding going on here. So, what's keeping you here?
Employers, I owe some people, so I gotta do some work for them.
Oh, yes, well, there's money to be made at the bar.
Bar sounds great, but there's no way I'm leaving.
Oh. Well, you're boring me. I'm going back to the bar.
He nods and says,
Yeah.
good, get out of here.
Bye.
He curtly nods.
So after 3 hours, I finally arrive back at the bar.
ZAX is still staring at his two bolts.
So if 3 hours does actually pass, then 3 hours passes, and
That wall is solid frozen.
the guy you were just talking to, walks into the bar, and is scanning the room.
I wave.
I wave as well. I decide that we have become friends at this point.
He ignores both of you and then spots Zach in the corner and just walks up to him.
ZAX.
Zax.
Yes, Zax.
I'm watching
Sex.
intently. It's like, has he
Zax
figured
is
out?
still staring at his bolts. He hasn't
Is-
been given a command yet.
Is Zax very obviously a robot?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Okay, so I lean over to Braum. I lean over to Braum and I say, "Do you think he's worked out? He's a robot."
So,
He shrugs and say, I give you 50-50 odds.
so Zax, this guy comes up to you and says, "Alright, robot man, it's time to pay your dues. Give me 5 coin."
Yes, sir. ZAX just reaches into where he keeps his coin and gives 5 coin.
Yeah, and he hands you another ammo for a bolt. He says, "Alright, I'll be back later." And he walks out the door.
I look forward to our next meeting!
Says, yeah, me too.
Yeah, Zach's waves by with the third bolt in his hands.
I have a feeling bullshit just happened.
Crixus just came back and I'm allowed to do my thing. So he grabs Solvarr grabs Crixus' shoulder and turns him around. He pulls out the
Hey, there's no need to give me the cold shoulder.
he punches you. And pulls out the
Hey, you cold cocked me.
he pulls his axe out and decides to impale you.
Do you want to ask me a question?
He leaves. End of story. Bye.
Hey, what's with a cold reception?
He actually hung up. That was fantastic.
Oh, man.
Okay then. Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say. I forgot what the ad was.
Alright, ZAX motions to Crixus. Mr. Crixus, I am now half full on my bolts.
I give you a thumbs up.
Don't distract me, please. What was the ad, Austin?
Oh, it was some farmer family out in the middle of nowhere was digging a latrine and they like pierced a hole into this enormously big underground network and they see like a bunch of fires at the bottom and like people walking around.
What's the paper says?
Well, I take it. I can read. Is there money in this?
It seems to be more like a town warning. There's no monetary kind of thing on it.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it regardless of payment. But
I think it would be good to investigate.
There's a chance to slay monsters, you know.
yeah. Oh,
Yes.
okay then. I'm glad you're bringing me work now. This means I barely have to do anything these days to actually find it. Let's go do work.
We've got to keep active somehow. And this has been going slow. So yes, let's go.
Zax, Braum, we're killing monsters today.
Okay. The ZAX gets up.
I hand it to Zax. I order you to read this.
ZAX reads it out loud in several languages.
Oh, la 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 la, putting his fingers into his ears.
Let's walk and talk.
ZAX walks and talks.
You're doing this just to annoy me, aren't you? As he turns to Crixus.
I don't do anything purely to annoy you. I do it to annoy you and to make myself happy.
That's just evil.
Well, I certainly find this more entertaining than whatever I was doing before. I can't remember. Taken a few knocks to the head since then, and also a couple 100 pints.
Yes.
Have you just been drinking non-stop in this whole every
He's
scene?
pretty much been drinking non-stop. He has nothing to do, so he kind of just drinks his life away.
Braum, we've got things to do now.
Okay. Yep, I'm coming. I'm coming.
I don't know how the inventor of guns could spend so much time drinking instead of shooting things.
The inventor of guns.
The inventor
He's
of guns.
basically the inventor.
He's the first
inventor
one
of a
Crixus
magic
is
gun.
seen with one.
At least he's the first person to invent the pistol grip.
Alright,
So how long is it heading towards the location?
probably like 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, you walk up on this old, kind of boring wooden house, thatch roof. There's fences all around. There's some livestock in a field. There's like chickens running outside the front door.
I hate poultry.
One of them squawks at you.
Fuck off!
It clucks, then like quickly, just, like walks away.
You sure showed that chicken.
ZAX is on his 7th language with the note.
Will you shut the fuck up?
How much was
Okay.
in there?
He folds the note.
Yeah, and with that, like, a little kid opens up the door, like, peevishly and, like, looks out there and says, hello?
There's trouble here. Hold on.
Crixus is taking the back on this one.
You say that, he immediately, like, slams the door and you hear, like, footsteps running
I
around.
wasn't laughing in character, damn it.
Double trouble, toil, and trouble.
I heard
Did the
that chicken.
Chickens sound like that bird that sunken him.
Yes.
Something wicked this way comes.
Fucking animal.
No, Crixus. Solvarr, he has his hand out and he's expecting, Zach to put the paper in his hand. He's like, papers.
Do you have a... Okay. ZAX just takes some, like, loose leaf paper, blank, and puts it in Solvar's hand.
He shows it out and the kid is confused. It's like,
The kid ran inside and slammed the door.
the want ad.
ZAX takes the want ad that he neatly folded and puts it in Solvar's hand.
Snatches it out of his hand. Knocks on the door again, much louder.
Yeah, I mean, the same little kid,
Like
like,
that.
opens the door and pokes an eye around the corner.
He shows the want ad. The front side of it and all.
He says, oh, one moment, and then closes the door and you hear footsteps running away. And then, like around...
Solvarr, I think you're scaring him away.
Are you drunk or underwater?
The fuck was that?
That's what I'm wondering.
I thought he's supposed to be French.
Drunk,
I
underwater, and
thought you was
French.
the robot, not you. That was weird.
We've got a
Braum
drunken
seems to keep
halfling.
changing. He's
My
kind of
performance was
ever
so bad.
changing.
You just took to drinking.
You see, the thing is, like Braum would have a French accent, but, you know, he only has it when he's sober.
Alright, so in like a minute, you see the kid like running out back of the house. Like, one of you just kind of like looks past the door and you see this kid just running through the field.
Huh. Well, I'm going to invite myself in. I open the door and walk in.
I
Okay.
walk in as well.
Zach stands there.
So what is this, like just a hovel or something?
Yep.
Okay.
Looks basically like a 2-room shack.
Question: was that the same kid? Was it a kid who actually put up the one ad?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was the same one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if this is anything like the last child I dealt with, he's going to have a lot of bones. Far more than the typical child.
Is there an upstairs?
No.
Oh,
Is there,
no.
is there like a basement hatch or anything?
Nope.
Ah, okay. So,
Shelves or drawers or cupboards?
There's a cupboard.
I'm gonna look inside.
Mr. Crixus, may I come in and access my databanks to investigate?
yes, you may.
ZAX walks in, looks around. I'm gonna roll discern realities.
Sure. First, let's talk about this cupboard.
Oh my God.
The fuck is
So,
Anyway, in said cupboard, there is like a stack of cheap wooden plates, an angry rattlesnake,
Ah.
what is that?
Anything else besides the angry rattlesnake?
Oh,
Is-
there's an angry bird, apparently.
and like a kettle for like, cooking in.
No, nothing here.
I'm sorry, what? A kettle for cooking in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a big pot.
I just discerned to me some realities.
Yeah, ask one.
What happened here recently?
Recently, it looked like someone was playing in the dirt, and then ran out the back door.
Mr. Crixus, I have discerned what has happened here very recently.
Oh,
You may
yeah?
find it interesting.
I might.
Someone was playing in the dirt, and then they ran out of here.
I can piece two and two together there. I walk out back and start following the child.
Yeah. So by now you guys have like looked around the room, and he seems to be walking back with, you know, what looks like to be his father. They eventually make it up to you, and he like doffs his hat, he takes it off, holds it to his chest, and says, "Greeting, friends. What can I do for you? My son says you saw the ad."
That would be the robed gentleman who hates everything.
He doesn't really take notice.
Anyway, your one ad mentioned troubles?
Well, maybe potential troubles. We haven't noticed anything yet. We've been watching it for a couple of days. Just, you know, figured we should put the word out.
May I take a look?
Certainly. And he like waves you on. And he walks you out into the field, and you see like an outhouse in the distance. And like he walks up to the outhouse and says, "It's in there."
Okay.
Is anyone with Crixus right now, or is he alone with them?
I imagined you guys were following me, but if you wanted to stay behind in the house.
I was too busy tripping over chairs.
I'm gonna follow.
Okay,
ZX follows as well.
kind of like I open the door and I like politely motion for Solvarr to take the lead on this one.
Begrudgingly does so.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not your typical outhouse. I mean, it will only fit one person, but you know, like the seat's not there, and the hole was like just dug, and there's nothing in it.
You're really gonna have me do this?
And
Yes.
Fine. Oh, well, that wasn't in character, but you know. Alright, so Solvarr, you know, glances back at his group, mainly to Crixus, pretty much just...
Crixus is grinning wide at this point.
I know a bomb that I'm going to fill in later on, but yeah. He, so the outhouse, leans his head in, looking around into it, steps a bit closer.
Yeah, there seems to be like a glow, almost like a faint light coming from this hole in the dirt.
I would like to discern realities.
Is that a glowing poo?
Wait, Lintz, are you in the outhouse too?
He is now.
I am now. I was following, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with like both of you in there, it's kind of uncomfortable.
No, I'm not in. I'm kind of like peeking through.
Gotcha.
Also, I'm a halfling, so I also take up like half the space he does.
Ha halfling.
I hate all of you. Fucking group of
Hey,
playmakers.
if you want, I'm gonna put it this way. Crixus started enjoying wordplay after he was taught to read. Who taught him to read?
That's true.
I
means
mean,
I-
you
I-
did teach him to read.
It was Dawnstar, Goth's last character. So, in his past life, he brought this upon himself.
That's true. I did so
All right,
good.
so ask your question.
Lintz.
What here is not what it appears to be.
What here is not what it appears to be.
Well, I
All
fell
right.
over itself.
So, you get up over the hole and you look down it, and you see like really, really, really like far away, like just incredibly far away. You see these lights, and it looks like a tiny civilization. I mean, it looks tiny because it's really far away, right? I mean, who knows? It's probably your size if you were to like enter the hole and, you know, find like a way down. But it looks like an entire civilization down there. You see like lights, you see houses, you see people moving.
Do you need me for this next bit? I need to make a phone call to my mum.
No?
Do you mind if I be right back? Okay.
Go for it.
Well, so through the hole is a whole other civilization.
Mm-hmm. Just like a brand new town, just really far underground.
So, are we playing Rise of the Underminer suddenly? With the mole people?
Crab people. Crab people.
So, how far down would you say it is?
Oh, that's really hard to judge. Like, for your
Many.
character.
It's many far.
Sure.
A lot of far. Well, I'm going to go and buy some rope. I walk outside and I advise the farmer, you should probably stop shitting in there.
He looks and says, we haven't used it yet. We just dug it.
Oh. How far were you digging?
We weren't digging very far. It's the funny thing. We dug maybe a foot, 2 feet.
And you stumbled
I
upon
question
a
the
giant drop.
structural integrity of the dirt here.
He nods and says, yeah, we just, kind of noticed the shovel bit a little deeper and it started crumbling.
Let's. There's no like rope
I'm
in
back.
or anything. It's just a sheer drop at that point.
Yeah, I mean, if you look this thing is only like a foot by a foot big, and if you look on the sides a little bit, you can see like crevices in the rock where it might be. You could maybe find a way to walk down it, but a rope's probably your best choice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back into town and buy some like rope and adventuring gear.
Sure.
She is there.
Yeah, so you do approach the general store.
Yeah. Let's buy adventure gear.
Cool.
God, hello. My internet's been shitting itself for about 2 hours.
Hey, Erik, can Erik just pop in? I mean, we're still in K-Wald, man.
Just outside of K-Wald.
We're just on some
Can
dog's farm.
Austin, are you okay? I mean, Snake will have to leave
Yeah, no,
soon,
this is
so-
fine.
Alright, Akira needs to just,
It's a trade-off!
I mean, she likes to
trade-off.
badger. She likes to badger God, doesn't she? She just pop out of the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, we are looking at an outhouse. Maybe the trouble was Akira.
So yeah, we can just say you meet Akira at the general store, Snake.
Yeah.
Crixus.
I explain the situation as in we found another civilization far beneath the ground in a farmer's outhouse.
Okay.
That is exactly what's happened.
Yes. Wait, so we're at the general store now?
Those two are. I mean, unless you guys just followed Crixus.
I will,
What did I miss, by the way?
not much.
Well, Zach just follows Crixus out of habit now, because that's just what
Crixus
happens.
went to go to the general store and met Akira there.
Yes.
So now we're being dragged along on an adventure, and in this case as well, I'm going to equip a couple of trophies.
Oh,
Yes,
and
which ones?
ZAX was with him, so ZAX says, "Oh, hello, lady."
And I'm going to equip the Elven Iron Bug Carapace.
Okay. So do you go back to like your cave and
Yeah.
look at your trophies?
So I can just tell the farmer I'll be right back, and then I return with like a bag of adventuring gear, wearing an eye around my neck. with a
What the
bug
fuck is this?
carapace.
It's like Crix is like, I'll be right back. He walks back into K-Wall to the general store and then to a random fucking cave on the other side of town, and then just...
So adventuring gear is 20 coins.
Yep, spent it.
Cool. And while you're in your cave, you still got your goblin ear hanging up, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's seems to be making a noise.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I listen in.
It's just like this very faint, very quiet, just like static, like white noise.
In that case,
Goblin
I'll
ear
take the ear
punch.
with me as well.
Okay.
They're going like, oh, that's curious, and then I just
I
kind
mean,
of like pick it up and also put it around my neck.
It's asking to come along.
Yep. It's being brought on adventure. That's 3 more weight. So, yep.
I'm snacking on some treats, so I'm just going to say that Solvar's doing that as well.
Delicious frozen treats.
Frozen treats, yeah, ice
Solvarr,
cream.
Solvarr should open up an ice cream store.
Well, I mean,
So-
you can freeze them. I don't think you
At
can
this
actually.
time,
prepare them.
did Crixus go to his cave alone, or is ZAX?
I broke off to go to my cave alone.
Okay, so I guess ZAX left with Akira to go to the
Farm.
farm. Okay, so imagine it. Okay, on the way, can I just roll charisma to try and extol my manual in simple English?
I mean,
Can
you
I
just
do
do
that?
it.
I want to roll charisma to do this.
Wow.
I still haven't properly joined the thing.
It was a 12.
I got
Oh,
a
no.
maximum.
Can
got
I
the
roll
maximum.
con to defy danger by enduring it?
No, I'm rolling this to explain my manual in the language that Akira will understand.
Actually, you have to do it with wisdom for mental fortitude.
Okay. Mental fortitude.
I'm speaking in perfect, simple English. A language for Akira to understand, so that she will understand my functions better.
Hello. I'm
Oh,
actually
no.
in it now.
Are you going to recite the user manual in simple English?
Yeah, I recited it in simple
Oh, no, wait.
A partial success.
So yeah, you only get like half of the manual in your head.
Okay.
She's beginning to understand.
Would a failure have been the whole
It's the
manual?
whole thing.
Yes.
Now she understands that I am generally able to fight things. That I am a combat droid.
Yeah, so like you're able to ignore most of what it's saying, but God, this fucking robot just drones on, and you can't help but to like pick up the couple of words every now and then.
Gotcha.
Oh, fuck! Why did I go with the frickin' commando droid? I could have had Heisinger as my avatar.
Oh, yeah, you could have.
Alrighty.
Oh, can I say that I how much, like, to buy rations?
Rations would cost you
3 coin.
3 coins for 5 uses.
Gotcha.
I'm going to buy some too.
Alright.
I'll be back at the farm then?
I'm
Yeah.
walking back there now.
Okay. So, like, how long did we just leave them all there? Just, like,
Probably
kicking
a
the
couple
dirt.
hours.
Just, like, wondering where
Oh, no, I mean, they probably went like, alright, well, they'll be back, and they just went back to work.
were Solvarr and Braum treated to some tea while we were out.
Oh, by the way, something I forgot.
Biscuits.
How much does the whip weigh that I looted from the bug guys?
The whip?
Yeah, one of them had a spiky whip thing that I took.
Just one weight.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Were Solvarr and Braum treated to a tea and a bicky?
No, because Braum went to go back to the store.
Okay.
And even if I had tea, it would freeze over.
What about a bicky?
What about iced
Yeah.
tea?
Someday I will kill you, Snake.
That wasn't a pun, that was a genuine question.
No, Snake. No.
Do you want the stats for that whip?
Yeah, actually, that would be nice.
Alright. It has, let's see, it's near, reach, 1 armor piercing. And 1
Okay, so one more thing before we get back into the story, I suppose.
Oh, it's also precise.
One more thing before we get back into the game. While I was in town, just roaming about with like Crixus and Akira, did that bodyguard or guy show up again?
Nope.
Okay. So I'm still on 2 shots. Nice.
Yep.
By the way, Erik, what you missed was Zach's was left to go get the bolts on his own instead of having a master accompany him, and so he's been like tricked into like this fucking extortionist deal.
He signed a contract and didn't read the contract, and so now
Yeah.
he's paying like 7 times what it was worth.
And
And,
it's on a drip feed too.
yeah. Alright, so you guys eventually make it back to the farm.
Okay.
What do you
Crixus
do?
is there with us.
I've probably have arrived in that time.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the farmer would like see you guys and like walk back. He's like chewing on a piece of hay or something.
Ooh.
Well, first things first, let's get down that hole.
Introduce Akira. Jeez, you can't just show up with this girl, not in.
I don't give a shit about
So
the
it's
farmer's
like-
needs or curiosities.
Where is the hole?
It's in the outhouse.
Pure arse.
Akira nods and walks towards the outhouse.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are like right beside the outhouse.
It's a short walk.
Yeah.
So, first things first, I'm going to use the adventuring gear to pull out some rope.
Alright, oh, and anyone who gets close to Crixus can now hear this like static coming out of somewhere.
What is that noise?
Oh, that's this, I say as I produce a disembodied ear.
Is it starting to roll? Is it kind of magically preserved?
It's magically preserved.
That's lovely.
It detects magic, and now it's making white noise.
That's lovely.
I decided that since it's making white noise, I should keep it close to me in case something happens.
Have you tried
Well-
have you tried placing it on a shirt?
On a shirt. That might stop the rumbling noise.
Have you tried placing it further away from your fan?
No, this seems to be producing it.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
How do I turn an ear off? I say as I poke my my finger into it.
Yeah,
That's a
actually, that kind of muffles the static.
Oh, so that's where it's coming from. I look inside it.
Yeah, you don't see anything. Just look like inside of an ear.
Can you
Certain realities.
like see through the ear?
Yeah, there is like a bit of a hole through it.
Oh, speaking of realities, like Akira just discerned realities.
Wait, what? No.
Oh, was that a
to
while ago?
resist.
Okay.
That
Oh
was-
yeah. Okay.
Crixus decides to put it at the back of his mind for the moment.
Cool. Alright, so about this outhouse.
Well, I pull out some rope and I fasten it to whatever's nearby and I start climbing down.
Yeah, so you let's see here. You fasten the rope.
it.
Whatever is nearby and we'll probably hold it.
Fasten it to my leg.
You've got to come down here at some point, so no.
So
Fasten
describe
it to the
like
farmer.
do you tie the rope off, then just like drop the rope down the hole, and then start climbing down it?
Yeah.
Alright, so this hole is only like a foot by a foot. You can't squeeze into it.
Okay then.
Do you still drop the rope?
Zax, dig it
Yeah,
wider.
Oh. Okay, do I just roll strength?
So wait, hold on. Crixus, do you still just like drop the rope, then realize you can't climb down it?
Yeah.
Alright, so you notice that the rope actually goes all the way to the bottom, and it looks like it crushes one of the buildings. And you start to hear like tiny little screaming noises.
Oh,
Oh.
wait a second.
Oof.
Can I reach
So-
my hand down there?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
sure.
still want to dig though.
Like, does my hand reach down there?
Yeah, I mean, you could like pick a person up.
You fucker.
I congratulate Crixus on his first kill.
Crixus just stares back at you with the most blank expression that he has possibly ever made. No discernible emotion either way.
So,
So the rope starts to catch fire.
wait, did they set fire to it, or it just sets fire?
No, like they set fire to the rope because it just crushed half the village.
Wow, we paid for that rope.
Bastards. I quickly pull the rope up and put it out.
Okay, yeah, I mean, like, a couple of them are still attached to it.
How does he put the rope out? Does he stomp it?
Yeah, I pull it up and stomp it. I
Alright,
hope no one was
and then-
holding on to that.
And then, like, are you wearing, like, a boot or something?
Yes.
Yeah, now it's got, like, little red stains on the bottom of it.
Oh, that's terrible.
And there's, like, red on the rope.
It's that fucking Dilbert episode. Oh, god damn it.
I just kind of like lean over the outhouse and just shout, "Sorry."
Oh god, you shout sorry.
Yeah, like the audio waves, like, just blow some of them away. And, like, you see one of, like, the buildings start to crumble.
I kind of turn at this point to Solvarr and mention, "I've always wanted people to look up to me, but not like this.
So can I commence my digging now?
No.
We should probably be careful about this."
I was told to. So
I
that
cancel the
straight.
command. Don't dig.
You gotta say it. You gotta.
Zax,
going
don't
in.
dig.
Okay. ZAX just sits down next to the hole.
Is
I
the
mean,
fu-
to be fair,
Oh,
Zax
Christ.
does have professional farmer training. Like, he's got that shit under wraps. He can dig one hell of a hole.
Okay, with that in mind, then I say, dig the hole, but don't let it drop on top of them.
Okay, is that strength or dexterity should I roll?
Roll a dexterity.
Okay.
If this fails,
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
yeah.
like, your first shovel misses, and you just jam the shovel straight into the village.
Well, Zax was taught to, put in crops, so
Yeah, you know,
Oh,
he wasn't taught to.
you start, like, widening the hole, and by widening the hole, you just put the excess dirt inside the hole.
Alright, now ZAX looks at Crixus. Okay, you can put in the seed now.
no. Okay, first thing we've got to do, we've got to make sure no one shits in this outhouse. We'll
Hold
kill
on.
them.
I've got an idea. We don't have water. I will get water for sprinkling the seeds.
No,
No.
no,
No.
no,
no.
no,
No?
no.
Okay.
Your first independent thought, and it was that.
I'm back.
Oh
My
god, you
parameters
missed a
have
lot.
been- My parameters have been set to farming. Would
I'm
you
a-
like to change them?
I'm now a mass murderer. Parameters: preservation of life,
Yes, sir.
unless stated otherwise.
Yes, sir.
So, we're now mass murderers. But on the
Yes,
other
sir.
hand,
Maybe you are.
and besides, shouldn't you be positive about that? And on the other hand, I don't think these pose much of a threat to K-Wald.
Like, the farmer is still around, and he says, what's going on?
Okay, there is a very
Little
big difference.
people, sir.
Yes, there is a very big difference between small and far away. I've got a Father Ted clip to show you to explain it.
Does Crixus say that in character?
Yes.
He scratches at his beard and says, yeah, it's a pretty deep hole, right?
No, it's
No,
not.
it's tiny. It's a tiny hole. They're tiny people.
Oh,
And now they're on his boot.
Yeah, I show
Oh.
him the bottom of my boot, perhaps take one of the bodies off to as an example.
yeah, I mean, you pull it off by, like, the arm, and it's just, like, half a torso.
Yeah, like that. Holding it up.
And he looks at it, he squints, he pokes it, and says, oh, so we're not in any danger then.
Oh,
Well-
excuse me, sir. Is that village legally allowed to be here? Is this not your property?
Oh my god.
He shrugs his shoulders and says, "I was just gonna bury it back up and move the outhouse. It's not hard to dig a different latrine."
Yeah, probably for the best you make another outhouse. I don't think... I mean...
You have two choices, sir. You can make another outhouse, or commit wholesale slaughter.
Yeah.
He shrugs and says, "We can just cover the hole back up, right?"
That's kind of wholesale slaughter.
That probably... Well, hang on. How do they survive without...
Sunlight.
No, not without sunlight. How do they survive in that hole, then?
Well, I guess if we cover it back up, then the rain won't be too much of a bother anymore.
Hang on, I'm gonna go test something. There's been 2 coincidences today. I say as I go back into the outhouse and hold my ear up to the hole.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh, well, never mind that then. The ear's just being fucky.
As it babbles more white noise.
I kind of like crouch down, like lean down and put my ear down the hole.
Yeah, you hear like screaming like, "Oh God," and then like the classic "My leg."
My leg!
From SpongeBob.
Now, sir, I do not know what the proper conduct is for having a small village on your property. If there has been such in the past, I believe there is a new mayor in town.
A new mayor in town?
And he may have changed
A new
the
mayor in
laws.
town?
He scratches his beard and says, do you think I can make money off of them?"
I believe it could be a decent tourist trap.
As in, like, we throw tourists in there?
As
No.
in, tourists can look at them.
He scratches his beard and what? Charge them to look at it?
Sure.
He starts nodding his head and he says, "Okay, alright. World's biggest hole." Mm-hmm.
World's most populated hole.
No, that's K-Wald itself.
I was gonna make that joke, but
He scratches his beard
Damn
some
it.
more and says, "This is a bit of a hole."
Certainly is.
And then he gets a big smile on his face and says, "Whole village." And then he starts like poking Crixus with his elbow.
Crixus does not reciprocate.
don't dwarves have entire civilizations in holes?
Well, these are smaller than dwarves.
The internal volume is gone.
They're even smaller than I am, and I'm pretty small.
Now, I'm going to go and fetch the
Akira
mayor.
nods. Yes, you are
Guys.
pretty small.
Just out of character, I'd like to make a request for something to do now with this game. Can we go meet the new mayor in town?
I want to go meet the mayor. I'm going to go track him down, actually, regardless.
Yes, let's
In
do
character,
it.
I'm going to try and meet the mayor.
We're gonna go meet
You've
the
been
new
building
mayor.
up to this for so long.
We're gonna meet the new mayor in town.
This
We're
is
gonna
what we
make a-
concern him about.
Don't we still have a task here?
We've solved it.
Uh,
Solvarr, at this point, Crixus is going to be a shit. He crosses his arms. You don't pick very good quests. Last week we met Batman.
and
I
this
say
is
last
supposed
week,
to
it happened like
And
yesterday
this
night.
is supposed to interest me. Have you ever met Mr. Freeze?
What killed the dinosaurs?
Me.
The Ice Age.
The Ice Age!
Okay, so what do we have to, like, what does Crixus have to roll to, like, even find the new mayor?